First impressions of San Juan, Puerto Rico. We've been here for 3 days, and I can't believe I am just now learning about this place. Yes, I knew it existed, but I didn't understand like how easy it is to travel here and how awesome of a place it is. Growing up, being from the West Coast, we would go more to Mexico. Short flight, you got the beaches, it's all about the drinking, the music, the food. But if you're in like Middle America, or I think it's east of Denver over, you can get here within a 5-6 hour direct flight without a passport, and you don't have to worry about the water being sus. And there's so many things here that are so similar to home that you still feel that bit of comfort, even though this place totally has its own culture and it feels like its own country. We're staying in Santurce, which is like a really cool area right next to San Juan's more like touristy old town. We took an $8 10-minute Uber to get here this morning. So far, the infrastructure is what's surprising me the most. Not only has it been like pretty easy to get around, but also affordable. Ubers have been like from the airport, 10 bucks, here, 8 bucks. And I'm just impressed with like the quality of businesses here. The restaurants, the cafes, the coffee shops, the shopping. It doesn't feel like they've just propped this place up for tourism, you know? It feels like a very livable place, but I will say prices here have been pretty comparable to what we're used to paying back in mainland US. I'm really excited to see more of this city. I feel like there's so much history and culture here. I know we're both really excited to try the food, and that blue water is so nice. I can't wait to get in it.
I want to talk about the beach scene here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're staying at an Airbnb that's just 1 block from Ocean Park Beach, which is this long stretch of beach where on the weekends a lot of people come, they play beach tennis, beach volleyball, they're exercising. But today what we wanted to do was check out a lot of the other beaches in the area. So the first beach we saw today was Condado Beach. As soon as we arrived, we realized there was a lot of waves, it was very choppy, there was a strong current. So we're like, no, we're not gonna chill here today. So we moved to the neighboring beach of La Playita de Condado, which is sheltered from waves in a little lagoon. The interesting thing about the Condado area compared to the area we're staying in is our area of Ocean Park Beach is really meant for a lot of Airbnbs. We notice a lot of buildings set up for Airbnb, whereas Condado Beach is like where all the resorts and big hotels and casinos are. But our last beach of today has been Escambron Beach, which is the closest beach to the old San Juan and also happens to be sheltered from waves. So it's just been a really kind of a monster beach day for us, but it's been a lot of fun just chilling. There's definitely plenty of beaches within close proximity to choose from. All right, just sat down at La Garita. This is one of the popular restaurants here in San Juan. You have this incredible view here over La Perla, which is like a little town where every house is a different color. I mean, just take a look at this. This is insane. You can't beat this view. So we came here specifically to order one dish, Mofongo. This is one of the most popular dishes here in Puerto Rico. In fact, there is a little bit of a competition / argument between Puerto Rico and the DR about whose dish this belongs to. It kind of reminds me of like the Colombians and the Venezuelans with their arepas. I went with the shrimp and skirt steak. Olivia went with an octopus mofongo. Mofongo, from my understanding, is like a green, kind of young, unripe plantain that gets smashed, pounded. They mix it with like garlic, and then they make it into this like kind of ball. And Olivia actually told me that it has its origins from fufu from Africa, which I love. I love Nigerian egusi soup, which I eat with fufu, and I can totally see the resemblance here. This is a little more, has a more of a bite. It's less soft like fufu is, but it has a very hearty plantain-y feel. My shrimp's perfectly cooked. The skirt steak's got a lot of flavor. The customer service has been great. The food's fantastic. And I would come to this restaurant for the view alone. I mean, look at the ocean, look at the coastline. We're in San Juan.
Okay, so the United States and Puerto Rico have a very interesting relationship. 46% of Americans did not know that Puerto Ricans are American citizens. The Caribbean island of Puerto Rico is classified as an unincorporated territory that legally belongs to, but is not a part of, the United States. Sort of confusing, right? Basically, if you're from the United States, you can travel here with just your government-issued ID. You don't have to worry about going through customs at the airport. You don't have to exchange your cash. They use USD here. Your major phone carrier works on the island for no additional fee. Electrical outlets are the same, just as in the US. And they believe in AC, which is awesome. Most businesses we've gone to have had it. And everyone that we've met on the island has spoken English. More than 110 flights land on the island each day, and San Juan's cruise port sees over 1.3 million tourists annually. Swaying palms, sweeping ocean views, attractive people, colorful colonial architecture. Puerto Rico embodies all of the Caribbean charm you hope to have on a tropical vacation. It's an awesome place to visit. But although Puerto Ricans are American citizens, they need a passport to travel to mainland US. They can't vote in American presidential elections. They do pay US federal taxes, but many residents are not required to pay federal income taxes. And since 2012, the island has offered tax incentives for high net worth individuals, making more Americans from the mainland move to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico passed 2 laws intended to make the island a global investment destination. Act 20 allows corporations that export services from the island to pay only 4% tax. Act 22 makes Puerto Rico the only place on US soil where personal income from capital gains, interest, and dividends are untaxed. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of money being brought onto the island, and we definitely felt it driving around Condado, which felt like Miami in many ways.
We've made it to La Placita de Santurce. Locals sent us here. We've heard that on Thursdays and Friday nights this place pops off, but we are here on a Sunday, so it's pretty mellow, pretty chilled. We just did a walk around. It feels very much like a block party. Lots of people just chilling, drinking. Some people are salsa dancing, some people are bachataing. I mean, you gotta love this kind of music. This definitely makes you feel some kind of way. We're not too in the mood to party right now, but we grabbed a few beers, grabbed a medalla and chilled, watched some football, came back out. It's just a really good vibe.
You just asked me to dance.
You also have like really good restaurants just like right next door. So if you're ever like hungry for a snack or just want a few tacos or something, you pop next door, then you come right back to the bar, have a few drinks. I have spotted a few tourists here, so it's not just locals. I want to take a moment to introduce the partner of today's video, Level 8. We've been doing a lot of traveling this past month, domestic, international, even cruise lines, and Level 8 has been our luggage of choice. Level 8's luminous textured luggage has a German-made polycarbonate exterior, and at around $200 is pretty budget-friendly for a hardshell suitcase. We went with the 24-inch, which is our preferred size to travel the whole year with. They offer different colors. I went with the all-black one, and Olivia got the one in gray. They've got a very sleek and classy look. They're minimalistic and functional without being too flashy or drawing too much attention. But if you're the kind of person who needs more pizzazz, they also offer brighter and more unique colors. The overall build quality on these is solid. I do wish it was expandable and had a bit more space on the handle side, as you do lose a bit there. However, it's got a very straightforward interior organization. I like that they have zippers on both sides. The wheels spin very smoothly and quietly. Olivia and I are both packing cube obsessed, and as you can see, everything fits just fine. It's got feet on one side, so you can set it down no problem without it getting dirty. They've got a 4-speed adjustable handle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the handles are a nice rubberized plastic.
Level 8's having an awesome Black Friday and Cyber Monday deal from November 21st to December 2nd. Get 20% off your purchase and get an additional 5% off if you use our code.
And here are all the places we ate and drank at during our stay in San Juan. Our favorite coffee spots in Old San Juan were The Coffee, started by Brazilians and inspired by Japanese minimalistic coffee shops. This is the first one of its kind in Puerto Rico, and they use only Puerto Rican beans. If you want an incredible flat white and are willing to pay a bit extra for it, Barista Adbel will hook it up. We also enjoyed Café Cuatro Sombras, great atmosphere and vibe, a block from the water. Pretty pricey though, an iced latte is like $7.50. In Santurce, we enjoyed Barista Squared in Condado, solid coffee, and a phenomenal croissant breakfast sandwich. For breakfast in Old San Juan, we went to Saint Germain Bistro and Cafe, which was just okay. The food was decent, but nothing extraordinary. Wouldn't recommend it. Prices were also on the high side for what it was. Instead, I'd go to Mercado La Carreta nearby, which would be a better choice in my opinion. For breakfast in Santurce, we enjoyed La Cofitera, which had solid coffee and good food at a reasonable price. For lunch in Old San Juan, La Garita was our favorite. Solid food with arguably the best view in the whole city. In Santurce, we loved La Cueva del Mar for their tacos and seafood. Acapulco also had great tacos too, and Pinky's next door had great sandwiches and burritos that were massive. For casual drinks, La Vergüenza in the Old Town is great. El Bate is also a cool legendary dive bar where Allen Ginsberg read poetry and Hunter S. Thompson was a regular. And if you want to check out the birthplace of the Piña Colada, head to La Barrachina in Old San Juan. For something a bit more upscale, La Factoria also has really good cocktails. For an incredible Italian dinner, I'd recommend Baccaro in the Old Town or Boca Osteria Romana Santurce in Santurce. All right, we just sat down at Boca Osteria Romana Santurce. That is a mouthful. One thing that's been surprising us a lot about San Juan is just the sheer amount of quality restaurants. We were craving Italian tonight, found this place 5 minutes away from where we're staying, and the food so far has been beautiful. Like, we started off with meatballs with San Marzano tomatoes, super high quality marinara. The presentation is stunning. Olivia went with the classic cacio e pepe covered in pecorino romano cheese. I went with homemade raviolis stuffed with butternut squash, sage, and butter. I mean, come on. You know, this is...
No, the food has been great here.
I've been telling Olivia a lot, like, we wished our situation in the DR was as good as our setup here.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. It's been so easy and comfortable here in San Juan. The vibe's been great. The lifestyle's been really nice. Can't wait to dig in.